Hello, fifth period econ, and welcome to Political Pinheads. My name is Anthony, and I'll be your host today. I'm joined by my co-host Miro, who is our right speaker. We have Justin Tang, who's our left speaker, and Andre, who's our middle speaker. We will be discussing a topic that has been on the rise and the concern of many people in America. Now, gentlemen, a question is, do you think climate change is real?
Newsflash, liberals! The world is in fact not getting hotter. Global warming is a scam. I'd argue that global cooling is an even bigger issue. Last Tuesday it was 71 degrees Fahrenheit. This Tuesday was 68. How can you say that the world is getting hotter if there's a 3-degree difference between the last two Tuesdays? If we continue at a rate of minus 3 degrees Fahrenheit per every Tuesday, we would reach 0 degrees in 23 Tuesdays. That's not only evidence of significant cooling. During the Neoproterozoic, Earth's temperature reached an average of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the average is 60. How do you want me to believe that the Earth is getting hotter? I had to wear a jacket today. It's 62 degrees. You mean to tell me that if I wanted tomorrow to be hotter, I could just throw a plastic soda can ring around a baby seal's neck and it'd be hotter? Because I will.
Are you done?
Fuck you.
Look, I respect your opinion, but let's examine a few of your arguments in light of real scientific data. First off, climate and weather are not synonymous. While the climate reflects long-term tendencies, the weather changes on a daily basis. The temperature difference between Tuesday, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and previous Tuesday, 71 degrees Fahrenheit, is an illustration of weather variability rather than climate change. A few colder days did not change the course of decades worth of data indicating a worldwide warming trend. In reference to your computation, climate change does not operate by predicting a consistent weekly drop of -3 degrees Fahrenheit. Long-term patterns spanning decades and centuries, not sporadic variations, are what matter in terms of climate change.
All right. Let's take it down a notch, guys. Yes, Miro, I see your point on the take of global cooling, but that's in a span of only 2 weeks, and climate change happens over much longer periods of time. See this graph? The change takes place over decades. Plus, you mentioned if the rate of -3 degrees Fahrenheit continues, but temperature does not just move at a constant rate, such as the one you're presenting. And I'm not sure why the hell you brought up the Neoproterozoic. Like, what even is that? Who the hell cares? Anyway, I do agree with you on your baby seal example. Not that I would throw plastic around a baby seal, but your logic, of course. The actions we take now aren't actually changing the climate, so is it really happening? That's a valid take. Okay, now on to Mike. It's true that climate and weather are two different things. I can't argue against the fact that weather refers to the conditions in a much shorter time span in comparison to climate, which changes over a much longer time period. Furthermore, I agree with your take on how we analyze climate change. It's not a matter of sudden ups and downs, but rather trends we see over time. However, I do have to say there are periods of time, specifically in the winter, when it gets really cold and over whole season. Where is the global warming there? Plus, how do we know climate change isn't just normal and natural, because it has happened at other points in history.
Some great points and arguments there, gentlemen, to start us off today. I think it's time to switch up the question, don't you think? All right. The second question is, what do you guys think we can do as a whole country, like everybody as a whole, to limit climate change? Justin, would you like to start us off with?
First of all, we could reduce carbon emissions by not driving cars. Instead, I think that we should all be taking public transportation or driving an electric car. Personally, I ride a bike to school every day. Another method is educating and raising awareness about the impacts of climate change and the importance of individual actions, which can inspire widespread behavioral change. I myself like to put myself out there and protest against climate change.
Go.
They say things like icebergs are melting. Icebergs are floating masses of ice and water. Objects displace their own weight in water. Once those icebergs melt, it's just going to be water. The water level isn't going to change. You guys got to think about these things. But we got babbling Biden over here who can't even read half this stuff, thinking he's making coherent sense.
Okay, let's look at this from an unbiased perspective. All these fossil fuels we're burning are without a doubt affecting our climate, and it's scientifically proven that the greenhouse gases being released into the air are trapping heat into our atmosphere. So the science says that climate change is real, and the globe is slowly warming. So what can we do to help? There's many things. First off, walking and biking are much better alternatives to reduce the amount of gasoline you burn. Not only are you helping the environment, but you're also getting in better shape. Now, let's look at this from the other perspective. Assuming climate change is even real, do we even need to do anything about it? There doesn't seem to be actual injuries or deaths due to the climate, so I'm not sure we even need to change. The Earth has been going strong for like billions of years now, so why is there such a sense of urgency to change our ways?
Some more good arguments once again, guys. But I think that's all the time we have today. Make sure to tune in next week for more debates like these. Like always, I'm Anthony, joined by Miro, Andre, and Justin. Signing off.